Dear darling, how often do you feel like you're racing the clock? Like there's always too much to do and never enough hours to do it? The to-do list grows, the days blur together, and no matter how much you accomplish, it feels like you're behind, like you're somehow failing to keep up with it all. And then it comes, that voice, the one that whispers, "You're wasting time. You're not doing enough. You should have started sooner." But listen to me, darling. Truly listen. You are not losing time. You're living. I know it's easy to get caught up in the rush, to measure the value of your day by how much you've crossed off the list, to feel like there's always something else you should be doing, something bigger, something better. But let me remind you, the moments that seem small, the ones you barely notice, they're the ones that matter most. When you sit on the floor and build a tower with your little one, when you linger just a little longer at bedtime, even though you're exhausted, because they want one more story. When you stand at the sink, staring out the window, letting the water run as you just breathe for a moment, that's not wasted time. When you laugh with your partner over something silly, when you take a second to sip your coffee before it gets cold, when you sit in the car alone for just one more song before going inside, that's not wasted time either. Those moments, they're the threads that hold your life together. They're not distractions. They're not detours. They're living. You're not supposed to do it all in one day. You're not supposed to have everything figured out right now. Life isn't about sprinting to some imaginary finish line. It's about taking the steps, small, steady steps that move you forward. You are not falling behind. Every stage of life has its season. Every dream has its time. And you, dear darling, are right where you need to be. So stop for a moment. Look around you. Feel the air on your skin. Notice the laughter, the love, the quiet moments of connection that fill your days. The things that really matter aren't found on a checklist. They're happening all around you. And those dreams of yours, the ones you've set aside because you're too busy, they're still there, waiting. You haven't missed your chance. You don't have to do everything today. You don't have to carry it all at once. The only thing you need to do is keep going, step by step, breath by breath, because you will get there. The life you're building isn't measured by how quickly you arrive. It's measured by the love you pour into each moment. So please, darling, don't let that little voice convince you otherwise. You're not wasting time. You're creating it. And everything you're doing, every single bit of it, matters.